Hi everyone, my name's Pan and welcome to another edition of Bluebird Corner, the Cardiff City Fans podcast. If you do subscribe for free in the last few days of August, you will be in a prize draw to win a photo frame of the Wales team from the 2016 Euros. They got to the semi-finals. I was in Lille when we beat Belgium 3-1. That was probably the best night of my life supporting Wales. So that might be a nice little present for someone for Christmas. As for tomorrow, we play Cheltenham Town in the second round of the Carabao Cup. It's live on Sky Sports. It's a 7:45 kickoff. So we'll have a look at some past history between the two teams, some player links. We'll look at both teams expected to play, injuries, and predictions as well. So Cardiff City beat Swindon in the first round of the League Cup 2-1 at home. And Cheltenham Town beat Exeter City 2-0 at home to be both in the second round. As regards to past performances between both teams, well, we played them 7 times. We've beaten them 4, drawn twice and lost once. Last time we played them was in 2003. And the last time we actually lost, or the only time we lost to Cheltenham Town, was at their ground in 2001 when we lost 3-1. And our team that day actually had some really good players. Ernie was in there and Gabbiton. Now, as regards to the Robins, we've got the same nickname, by the way, as our first round opponent, Swindon. They have started really, really poorly in the league. I mean, they couldn't be much worse, really. In 5 league games in League Two, they haven't actually won one game. They've only scored 1 goal. They've conceded over 10 goals already. And they are bottom of the Football League. So as it stands, City are playing the what is considered the worst team in the Football League on Tuesday. Now, manager is Mike Flynn. They've recently been taken over, actually, by Mike Garlick, who was the ex-chairman of Burnley, had a great relationship with Sean Dyche over many years when Burnley had huge success. And he's recently taken over Cheltenham. They've been working on a very tight budget, as you'd expect for these smaller clubs in League Two. They've been, working within their means, but the new ownership now are looking to improve facilities and the infrastructure, and also, provide some funds for Flynn to bring some players in before the transfer window closes. Now, Mike Flynn, as we know, was ex-Newport, known as Mr. Newport. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have been in the Football League. He had a very successful time over 4 years there. But in the last 4 years, he's actually managed 4 clubs, believe it or not. Disasters at Swindon and Walsall. And obviously, he hasn't done too well at Cheltenham. So, links between both clubs. Well, we know that Marlon Pack played for both clubs, Tom Sang. And obviously, more recently, Joe Colwell had a very, very successful spell at Cheltenham Town before going to Exeter on loan. As for the teams, Cardiff City, I was a bit surprised actually in the first round that, BBM played what I'd say first team players, when you think some of the fringe players like Turner, for example, the goalkeeper, would have been given an opportunity. But it's really refreshing to see because, as I've said in a previous pod, we've been in the League Cup 65 times and we've only on 4 occasions been past the 4th round. So, we haven't done well in the League Cup really over many, many years. And it's refreshing to have a manager who really wants to win every game. And, I think Trott will be in goals, Capaccio right back, Bagan left back, Fish will probably play with Chambers. I think he might give Lawler a little rest. Wintle will be 6. The wings would be Ashford and Willock. Possibly, I've heard today that Robertson could well be back. We thought he was going to be back Saturday. NG was back in the squad, but he could well play with Colwell and Salic up front. As for Cheltenham, well, they are really struggling because they've only got 2 fit centre-backs. Believe it or not, half their goals conceded have been from set plays. They're very vulnerable from corners and free kicks. Their team will probably be Joe Day in goals, Power, Mazinis, Wilson, the Welsh lad, Young, Jordan Thomas is highly rated, the winger, Kinsella, Miller, who scored a few goals last season, Bickerstaff, and Boyd on the other side. They tend to play a 3-4-1-2 formation. City, as we know, play 4-2-3-1. Now, as regards to predictions, well, obviously City are unbeaten this season in the league. Cheltenham haven't won a game in the league. So, it's on paper, you think this one could be anything for City. I'm going to go for City to win this one 3-0. It could be a lot more. I think Salic playing is important because he will dominate in the air. And I expect him to get a couple. I wouldn't surprise if Fish gets one. It could be 4-0. I mean, I'll go for 4-0. Actually, Ruben Cole will get another one. But it's going to be it's going to be one of those games in a way you think City should win quite comfortably, playing what is the worst team in the Football League at the moment. But this is what football is like sometimes, and we could possibly lose our unbeaten run to them. Who knows? But I expect us to win this quite comfortably. Cheltenham are really in a bad period at the moment. They've got a few injuries. I think Harry Pell is out. Tom King is out. They've also got Buckwell is out. And as I said, they've only got 2 fit centre-backs. There's a couple of other players who are struggling. So they're really down to the bare bones. And as I said, it's good timing for City playing them. They will get some new recruits in this week to bolster the squad. But by the time we play them tomorrow, they'll be going with probably the side that lost at home to Bromley on Saturday. So let's hear your thoughts. I mean, on the game, do you think City will win this quite comfortably? Would you like Chambers to come in and give Laura a rest? Do you think Robertson would be back? Or would you prefer to play Joe Colwell, who obviously had a very successful spell at Cheltenham? And do you think Salic would be better in this game than Robinson up front? So thanks for all your comments as well so far and your likes. We really appreciate it. As I said, we've only been going a couple of months and we've been doing really well. We're on course for 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season. So that was our target. So thanks very much for all your support. And we'll do a podcast. The Tuesday one, obviously, is a previous season. It'll be a really good one. It was a really great season, the 92-93 season. So, that'll come on Tuesday. We might do a little show on Tuesday as well. Wednesday, to the reactions to the result against Cheltenham. And then on Friday, we'll do a preview game. Looking forward to the game against Plymouth Argyle at home on Saturday. I think it's a 12:30 kickoff. So have a nice day and we shall see you soon. Take care.